And action, action, action. Spiraling, playing, spiraling, talking, talking. With the ball, with another ball. I love all my friends. Thinking about this life I provide for them. This was some real things dividing them. I had this Muslim will die for him. My road manager is drunk as hell. It's 5 p.m. Welcome to this video. My name is Sheriff, and I'm listening to It's Up by Drake. So, listen, I'm spiraling right now, so whatever whatever I want to talk about. It's gonna be a long video, and this is how it's gonna start. Don't get bad no, I had that hey bystander. Candy, your picture, my Gucci love and body. I just picked up something from Mercedes. It's a 101 black exterior, one on that one. Right inside, I got time out of my. But man, that's how I got this. Love man, that's how I got this. We can look at shit whenever I want, cause I think none of my houses. Put me across in the section. We don't play predicated as we let nothing, we don't do the inspection. I can sleep at night without get calls, kind of correction. I think he did enough reflecting. I think my brother learned his lesson. He said it's a part of the game. We have got a rule of protection. I just like, yeah, I'm asking my for objections, nigga. What's up? 130 releases in my collection. I put a hands on her front of the back, you know, this is roll like a Texan. She texted she love me, the Mexican love me, I might just making connection. And you know, but real like second in my email, the fifth in possession. The way I'm used to playing the politics where I can win the election. I'm reflecting with holes, I'm ready over the next one. I'm for the every time, Vina is that's no question. Hey, don't care about my, don't care about my, don't care about my. Take a pic, get your million in front of it. Take a pic of your lips, gobbling on my. Don't care about them. Don't care about them. It's you just a bystander. Candy, your picture, my Gucci look. I just picked up something from Mercedes. It's a one-on-one, like a shredder, one on one. Right inside, I got time of them. Baba, that's how I got this. That man, that's how I got this. We can vacation whenever I want, so they can rent none of my houses. Too many niggas that it gotta be. If it's on side up your gun on me, all that mugging looking, doing all that for a bum shit. I can saw that shit in my happy. I go wherever, I keep up and my arms together. I want to scream that I get them both. Okay, I am done now, so let me get this out of the way and start this video properly. Welcome to this video, and I am on a big slump right now. I'm on a big um, downhill battle because this month has not been going according to plan at all. It has it has gone from bad to worse to disgusting to I mean it has not what used to describe this month, Sheriff? February. Not the worst month in history, but definitely the biggest slump I've gone through in recent months. Because you go through, you know, a long stretch of days where you work hard, you put in the work. And this is like 60 days of consistent, consistent forward momentum, and you are making progress in your endeavors. And all of a sudden, like after the 60 days has passed, like for me, it's been like maybe 60 ish, 70 ish days now. And then the past 10 days, the past 2 weeks, has gone spiraling downwards. I'm like, I don't know, man. Is this me being hard on myself? Am I being hard on myself? Or it probably is me being hard on myself. And maybe I've been too hard, but I have no other choice than to be hard on myself. I have no other choice than to be, because if I'm not hard on myself, no one's gonna hold me accountable or anything. I said I was gonna upload 10 YouTube videos this month. I think I've uploaded three, and this will be my fourth one. This one I'm making now. So, what am I going to talk about in this video? Okay, today I'm going to go through a series of quotes. I'm going to go through a series of quotes that I've written down on my notes application. So these are quotes that probably have meaning behind them. Some don't have meaning. Some are very interesting to read. You can have a long conversation about some of them. So I have a lot of them actually. So we're going to go through. Wow, it's a lot. We're going to we're going to go through them, and we'll see we'll see what we have here. I'm actually reading some of them now, and yes, some of them are funny. So one is uh, okay. Don't let me start with that. Do not let me start with that. Okay, one here is, soon enough, nations will play second fiddle to corporations, which honestly, we're already saying nations are secondary to corporations now. Like, corporations run countries, corporations run laws, they run policies, they create policies, they make policies, they dictate policies in countries now. You can see it in America, obviously. So I don't know when I wrote this quote, because I had this is my older phone, and I've written this up, and I've written it a long time ago. So I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago now, and I don't know where I got this from. Where did I get this from? Oh yes, from what do you call this things? Documentary. Yeah, from a documentary. I think I saw it and I was like, that's. It seems like an interesting thought to just write, and I wrote it down. Soon enough, nations will play second fiddle to corporations. That's his bang on head on what is happening. It has always been happening. I guess, when someone just points out what's happening in words, and it's like, so that's what, so that is one of those things where corporations are now running um, countries, literally. The BlackRock, Vanguard, the likes of, I don't know I don't know what name specifically, but if you know BlackRock, Vanguard, and especially policymakers, like people who are lobbying for the corporations, so I think you get the general idea of of corporations being of running a country. And here's another quote: "Nothing is worse than not going after it," which is my life right now. The slump I've been in 2 weeks. I do not like it. I do not. I hate it. So, and the thing is, there's no other choice than to not go after it, because you're not gonna find out if maybe it's meant to be or it's not meant to be if you don't go after it. Because the only, the only option after, the only option other than not going after it is not going after it, which only usually has one outcome, which is failure, or lack of, or disappointment, or lack of, I don't know. There's just something lacking if you don't go after it, which is what I'm feeling right now. And if you don't push yourself, which is the way I'm thinking, like, oh, obviously, Sherry, you have been in a slump, but if you don't push, if you don't go through this, like, what's the other option? The other option is being a loser, being an average bank human being. So, and I would like to find out if that is meant to be or if, I'm destined for greater things. Nothing is worse than going after it, than not going after it. Sorry. Okay, I have another one here, which is competence without confidence is lack of self belief, and confidence without competence is self delusion. Um, I would consider myself as a competent human being, but I do not have confidence, which is lack of self belief. And I don't think I'm so competent more than every other person, but I believe I have a level of competence more than a lot of people who are, more successful than me. I believe my competence levels are high enough for me to achieve a reasonable, not excessive, not like big, you know, a big level success, but at this stage in my life, I feel like I should be able to have a reasonable amount of success to show for my level of competence. But probably what's holding you back is my self confidence, which is what I'm lacking. And like the quote says, competence without confidence is lack of self belief. I don't think I have self belief in myself. I doubt myself a lot. I am always doubting my choices, my decisions, my. I know I'm capable, but I don't think I have the confidence. Even if I fail, I don't have the confidence to just like pushing through the failure. But now I am starting to, maybe as the years has gone by, because as years has gone by, I'm now starting to feel like no one gives a fuck, to be honest. Let's put it out there. No one gives a fuck. So when you realize that, you start like, oh, you start going out, you start putting yourself out there, you start failing with confidence, and that's why you build the confidence. Because really, that's where confidence comes from. And you realize you can fail, and 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, everyone has forgotten about you. Everyone, like no one. So so the more you fail, the more you be like, oh, okay, okay. But failing also means you're learning from it, and if you don't learn from it, that means like your competence is not even improving, or you're not being caught. You get the gist. So, and even maybe I'm even like the guy that has. I don't think I have confidence. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I have the confidence, but the other half of the quote is confidence without competence is self delusion. If I don't have confidence and if I don't have competence, then what am I? And I feel like I have competence, but I don't have the confidence. And I don't want to overshoot and tell myself I am the most competent human being. No, I'm not. But for someone of my ability, which I know I have, I don't think I have that confidence. My confidence levels is lower than my competence level. So, which the quote suggests. And I feel this quote is from a Chris Williamson episode, Chris Williamson podcast. It sounds like something that he will say because it's so, the way he presents ideas is just, he packages it, he packages it into a box and delivers it to you. And so there is that. So let me see another one. Okay, this one is interesting. If an injury has to be done to a man, it should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared. Severity should be dealt out all at once so that the suddenness may give less offense. Benefits ought to be handed out drop by drop so they will be relished the more. Niccolo Machiavelli. Wow, that's a cat. Is that a cat? Yeah, that's a cat. There's a cat outside. So let me summarize this and give you my thoughts on this. If you want to injure a man, if you want to punish a man, basically, make sure the punishment or the injury you're delivering to that man is so severe Like, make sure you paralyze him. That is revenge. Doesn't have to be feared. Even if you have to, this is this is because this quote was written in, I don't know, 50 years ago, 80 years ago. I don't know. So it's the time where war was common. I would guess. I'm not. I don't know where which century Machiavelli was alive in. So he said, if an injury has to be done to a man, it should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared. So when you're trying to injure somebody, make sure you injure the person that you are not afraid of his vengeance coming back to hurt you. Severity should be dealt out all at once. And when you're injuring a man, I'm not advocating for violence anyway. I'm not saying you should go out and injure someone, but I'm just saying, in the sense that if you want to teach someone a lesson, make sure you do it in a way that his vengeance or his revenge is not feared at all. Make sure you deliver that, that injury severely or that lesson severely. And the fact that you did it, the fact that it is dealt out in just one go means that it gives less offense, but benefits ought to be handed out drop by drop. So we'll be registered more. I guess that explains itself more than I can explain it, because I think this is from what's it called? Yeah, Jordan Peterson episode, or Jordan Peterson in general. I think that's where I heard this from. Uh, Another one is, to achieve greatness, you need a delusional self. To achieve greatness, you need a delusional level of self superiority. That means you need to have like stupidly high level of, I'm better than this. You need to have an ego. I feel like that's what this quote is trying to say. No, not ego really, but you need to believe in your skills more than you believe in yourself. It's just so weird. You need to believe that you can figure things out without having the skills to figure things out. You need to believe you can overcome without having to have overcome. Your self belief needs to be higher than your level of skills, which is what this quote is trying to say, which I do not have. Like the other quote says, um, competence without confidence is lack of self belief. And to achieve greatness, you need a superior, to achieve greatness, you need a delusional level of self superiority. I guess that's the confidence of, knowing you can overcome without having the skills of knowing you can overcome. It's just kind of weird to put it in a way. But it's actually quite interesting to think about. And I'm going to wrap up this video now. Just do a roundabout of my life has been shit. My current this month, February 2025, has been shit. And um, I don't know what to say other than, if you watch this video and you happen to stumble upon me speaking to this camera on this YouTube channel, I just want to say, if especially if you're in a low place or if you're in a bad place, like what's the worst that can happen really? Like what's the worst that can happen if you actually tried, if you really tried? There will be bad days. The fact that you think you're above bad days is really interesting. The fact that you think you you watching this, you're not gonna have a bad day. That's mad. No, come on. The fact that you think Bad days are excluded to you. Come on. Or bad weeks, or bad months, or bad years. You might have five. I am not even excluded from that because no one is excluded from it, really. And at the end of the day, the end of the day, the question is, don't you want to find out if you are capable of more? And don't you want to go hard enough and see if you're capable of more? Like just put in the effort, to be honest. Just go as hard as you can, and you know you're gonna find out sooner or later. 10 years from now, maybe 15 years, 20 years. And I guess this is also me talking to myself to just keep going. Progress, little progress is better than no progress. And my 10 videos for this month, I might not make it, but I'll definitely try. And also, this is for United. United, you guys are literally shit right now. You're playing Everton today on February 2025, which is Saturday. What's today's 21st? 21st? Sorry, Saturday 22nd, February 2025. You guys need to win the game. Because if you guys win, at least I will be cheered up a little bit. And if you guys don't win, guess what? I fucking win the spot. So, everyone, this is Sheriff, and have a good day. Signing out. Peace.